So long as we share a common goal, we can be together moving forward.
What you mean to say is that I'm the perfect shield. But I'm just gonna ignore that shield part and just accept the fact that I'm perfect. Yeah, that's not the case. Alright guys, so welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing Dorothy's Bond story. Tomorrow as well, since I do these things in two parts. So I'm actually in a pretty damn good mood, only because the fact that this year is gonna be my very first time going to a convention. So I decided, you know what? I wanted to save this character for much later on, but because of how memeable she is and how much of a good mood I'm in, I was like, you know what? I gotta do Dorothy. Originally, I was gonna do Summer Helmet right after Summer Mary, but bro, I have to do Dorothy, bro. Like she is just so memeable. But also because she does also have one of my most favorite Bond stories. Whoa, excuse me. But moving that to the side, again, this is a very very beloved Bond story of mine. I really do like it. But before we get started, like the video, say nothing in the comments, or tell me what you think about Dorothy's Bond story. Subscribe because it makes your butt cheeks look a lot more shinier than they already are. And who doesn't like having super shiny butt cheeks? And yeah, so you know what? Yeah, let's just put the super low quality or super low effort meme to the side. Let's get into it, baby. All right, here we go. Episode 1. As soon as it goes. The courtyard where loneliness dwells. So basically, in my own house. After passing inheritance tests, I came back to Eden and stayed for a few days. Eden is Eden is a veritable paradise, one that the Ark aspires to become. Wide open grasslands and fresh air, trees abundant with fruit, and a breathtaking courtyard, with her standing right in the middle of it. Dorothy? A Nikke residing in Eden, who is angelic in many ways, yet can turn on a dime and become callous if the situation calls for it, or callous, my bad. She usually remains in this courtyard, standing in the spot where the sun shines brightest and gazing off in the distance. She's alone right now. She seems so... What are you looking at? Huh? Do you have something to say to me? I was just admiring you? Me? Don't try to run around with plenty of other Nikkes. Yeah, I suppose. If you have nothing to contribute to this conversation, I'll be leaving. Dorothy leaves. My gaze lingers on her figure, admiring that ass. Then shifts to the courtyard. The sun shines warmly on the place where she stood. Looking at what, God damn, what the fuck? Looking at what should have been a pleasant scene. Ellipse again. Instead, filled me with a sense of overwhelming sadness. How come Dorothy is hanging out in the courtyard by herself? Okay, yeah, I'm not doing that voice again. That's, despite the fact Noah sounds just as fucking annoying. Beats me. No guessing or anything. Nothing trying to be a smartass about. She's always been like that. She goes there whenever she isn't on a mission. But why? I just told you, I don't know. How should I know what she's thinking? Why are you so curious all of a sudden? I don't know, she seems lonely. What are you? An amateur therapist? How oh so kind of you to be concerned. Whenever I see her, all I feel is exhausted and uneasy. Why is that? Aren't you in the same squad? I never said she wasn't. She may be one of us, but she's different. She was in the goddess squad. I'd rather avoid Nikkes from that squad. They aren't exactly the easiest to get along with, are they? I mean, come on. She was there when the arc was first completed. She's like ancient. It's weird. She was? You didn't know that? Once the arc was finished, the goddess squad stood guard at the main gate. They were to prevent any raptures from infiltrating the ark. I heard a lot of Nikkes got killed. She's one of the few who went through the hellhole and lived to tell the tale. Pretty heavy stuff. Ellipse. The only reason I say she's hard to get along with is because she's the one behind Eden. Wait, Eden is her creation? Yep. And for that reason, everyone will do their utmost to please her, no matter what she wants to do. Oh, you just reminded me of something. I should have never told her that I found that damn thing. Ah, so annoying. What thing? Dorothy's been looking for it for ages. The last time we were wandering the desert as part of a mission, I was sure that I saw it near a radio tower that was painted red. When I got back, I decided to tell Dorothy about what I'd seen. Instead of being thankful, she got mad at me for not bringing it back. Give me a break. It's not like I didn't try. There was no time. The moment I saw it, raptures were hot on our tail, and we got the hell out of Dodge. If I could have, I would have brought it back for her. Why don't you go back and get whatever it is you're talking about? I tried, but the next time I went out in the desert, I just couldn't remember exactly where it was. I searched and searched, but there was no sign of the radio tower whatsoever. What else could I do? I busted my hump trying to get that thing for her, and she hasn't shown me one iota of appreciation. It really grinds my gears. Ellipse again. At any rate, that's where she and I stand, so quit asking me about her. If you're so curious about Dorothy, why don't you talk to her yourself? Because I'm not a player. Ask her why she's always standing there by herself. Spend some time with her. Noah leaves. Spend some time with her. I guess I can do that. The next day. I can't get that image of solitary Dorothy out of my mind. So head back to the courtyard. What are you looking at? Huh? I'm not looking at anything. The day after. Can I have that apple that's behind you? Huh? Oh, sure, take it. No, I meant the cake. Your cake. Nut. After a week of pestering her in this fashion, she finally reaches her boiling point. Why do you keep coming here? Because you look old, cold. Me? What even are you saying? I nod. I nut. I don't know what's gotten into you, but Eden is climate controlled. Not to mention the fact that I'm a Nikke. I don't experience cold like humans do. I meant that you look lonely. You think I'm lonely? Don't be ridiculous. Is that why you've been coming here every day? Yeah. I knew you had a reputation for sticking your nose into other people's business. But this is beyond the pale. Lonely. So you think I'm lonely. And that's why you've been coming here every day. That's very kind of you. Ellipse. Do you really care about me that much? Of course. Very well. Since you apparently care about me so much, why don't you and I take a walk together? Right now? Why not? Since you so kindly pointed out how pitiful my situation apparently is, I'm feeling a bit despondent. So, I wanted to go out for a stroll. Surely, as someone who cares about me, you wouldn't let me go outside all by myself. Ellipse. Alright, let's go. I see I didn't have to twist your arm. You could twist something else. Perhaps you really are a caring person. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Alright, episode 2. A sweltering stroll. As Dorothy and I head out of Eden, the unforgiving desert stretches out before us. This is the not-so-welcoming locale for our stroll. You want to walk to the desert? What's the matter? You're the one who was so afraid of me being cold. So I chose the hottest place I could think of. Fuck. You don't like it? You remind me of a flower I've been wanting to see for a while. That sounds pretty gay. We'll head back once we found it. What kind of flower? That flower is the one. I've been searching for a long time. Noah said she saw some out in the desert. I happen to have some time off. And you invited me out for a walk. So there you have it. Finding that flower was assuage my loneliness? That I can guarantee. I don't know. For some reason, I think that word says sausage, but that's just me being a pervert. Where exactly can we find this flower? That is the all-important question. I'm not 100% certain, but if we head in this direction for, say, about 5 hours, it may show up. Noah said that she saw it close to Eden. 5 hours? What? Is that too much to ask? Even your kindness has its limits, I see. After all, you are still human. The most selfish of all creatures, who only thinks of their own interests and little else. It's not that. If you're not up to it, feel free to go back. I can go all by myself. No, I'll go with you. Well. Damn it, do that fucking face. Oh, shit. Bro, that's like the fucking face you make. You know, never mind. Just how kind of you. Try to keep up. Dorothy takes a few long strides forward. Not once during our sojourn, the fuck, into the desert do we stop to rest. The blistering sun beats down on the desert sands. It feels like my throat is on fire. Dorothy doesn't even once look back at me during our jaunts. I find myself thinking about how nicely the other Nikke treated me when we were out on assignments. My breathing is becoming labored. My throat is as dry as a bone. Dorothy. Yes? I can't go on. You've got to be kidding me. This is your limit? Then again, humans are pathetic physical specimens. Perhaps this is an oversight on my part. I have not traveled with a human in some time. So, I've been neglecting to take proper care of you. We can stop and rest for a while. Thank you. I plonk myself down on the ground. Dorothy is staring at me. What is it? You're not upset? You've been driven to the brink of collapse, and it's all Nikke's doing. Yet you're not angry? Why is that? Because we're both exhausted? What? I'm not tired in the slightest. I've told you, Nikkes are different from humans. The heat does not affect me the same way it does you. Oh man, your constitution is enviable. Holy shit. A human admiring a Nikke's constitution? Sounds like something he would say. Who? Nothing. Dorothy stands up in a hurry. Let's get back to it. So soon? It'll get dark soon. We can't waste any more time. Alright. Dorothy starts picking up speed. I stand up and try to catch up with her. We walked and walked, but there was no sign of the radio tower Noah mentioned, nor the white flowers that were supposed to be growing near it. All we can see are debris from collapsed buildings and red scrap metal. Phew, it's a scorcher today. My throat feels a bit dry. Do you need water? I hand over my water bottle to Dorothy. No. DKs are not humans. We don't need water. That doesn't mean you won't feel thirsty. I try to offer the bottle to Dorothy again. Don't worry, there's enough for the both of us. Very well. Dorothy takes the bottle. Feeling refreshed? Extremely. Thanks. I take back the bottle. I feel rejuvenated. We've walked quite a way, and still there's no sign of it. Maybe Noah's eyes were playing tricks on her. I mean, couldn't you ask the seal for the coordinates of Noah's last assignment? I wouldn't want to bother her with such a frivolous request. How would it be bothering her? You two aren't y'all two like squad mates or something? There's nothing wrong with asking her for a small favor. Squad mates. Cecile may be part of Eden, but she's a human. How could a human and a Nikke be on equal footing? You really despise humans, don't you? Dorothy sneers. Maybe. Maybe not. What if I do? Are you going to quit being so nice to me? So you do hate humans? Yes. Is that not allowed? That's great. Huh? What the fuck? So long as you don't hate me. What kind of warped logic is that? Ha! What a strange human you are. You've laughed a lot today. Hmm? Me? Laugh? Don't be absurd. And in front of a human? Dorothy? No one must have made a mistake. Let's head back. What about the flower? Forget it. It's not that important. I'll find it eventually. Ellipse for the 12th time. Let's go. Dorothy stands up. It's then that I start to recall what Noah said. I was sure that I saw it near a radio tower that was painted red. Give me a break. It's not like I didn't try. There was no time. The moment I saw it, raptures were hot on our tail. And we had to get the hell out of there. Red radio tower. Encountered raptures. Surprise butt sex. Huh? I look around. All around us are piles of red-colored scraps of metal on broken antennas. I think I found it. You found what? Let's check over there. Oh, shit. Alright, episode 3. Unrequited love. I lead Dorothy towards the pile of contorted metal scraps. I think this is the radio tower Noah was talking about. Huh? Noah told me that shortly after she saw the radio tower, they were ambushed by raptures. So? It was toppled during the fight. That's my guess. If I'm right, it should be. I take a closer look at the debris. Underneath, there's a barely visible patch of white flowers. Fortunately, not all the pillars collapsed, so some of the flowers are still preserved. Found it. It's really there? I stick my hand into the twisted pile of metal and try to reach the flowers. The debris is too much of a tangled mess, and I come up short just by a hair. I can't reach them. I push and pull at some pieces of debris. Ugh. The offending piece of metal in the way starts to move. All we have to do is get this piece out of the way. Why are you doing all of this? What do you mean? Why are you going to so much trouble just for these flowers? Don't you get it? I only brought you here to teach you a lesson. That was the whole point of bringing you out to the desert. I know. Because I've been pestering you for the past few days, right? So you know the reason. Be that it is may, you really did want to find this flower, didn't you? What? You'll feel less lonely without it. Or with it. Is that the only reason you're doing all of this? I push away at the scrap metal. You've put yourself in this position. I'm not lending a finger to help you. I know. I push the scrap harder. You do realize making racket like that could attract raptures, don't you? Once they get near it, they'll detect there's a human present. Are you okay with that? You'll protect me. What? I know you've got my back. I'll do no such thing. I'm not afraid. I will not protect you. To protect a human. What a fool. I finally get the offending piece of metal out of the way. Phew. I stretch out my hand reaching for the flowers. Snip. I pick one up and give it to Dorothy. Is this the flower you were after? Dorothy takes the flower. No. The fuck? Not this. This isn't the flower I was looking for. It isn't? I am looking for a lily-white flower. Not some nondescripted wildflower. It appears Noah was mistaken. I see. This entire trip has been a waste of time. Bro. God damn, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna turn that shit into like a little meme, but it's like when you go to a fucking titty bar and all the dancers are flat as a washboard. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm a fucking idiot. Ellipse. You worked up quite a sweat. Too bad. All of that hard work for nothing. Oh well. Is that all you have to say? Nothing else? Like, what should I say? How about I just busted my hump out? I just busted my hump and all you did was sit on your ass and watch. Not only did you not lift a finger to help, but you actively derided me. How could you be so ungrateful? Or some variation of that, peppered with a healthy dose of profanity throughout. Man, there was no reason for me to be angry. Enough of this Mr. Nice Guy act. I know it's all just that, an act so that you can try and get close to me. Well, I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Get close to them cheeks. You said you felt lucky that I was sick of all humans, but not you in particular. Well, let me tell you something. You're the one I despise. So stop following me around and bothering me. Have I made myself clear? You say that, but your face is telling me another story. Huh? Why are you pushing me away? You're forcibly convincing yourself that you have to hate humans. But deep down, you still have love for humans. You love them more than anyone else, and you want to be loved by them. Shut up. That love is still there, but you're trying to deny it. And that's the source of all your pain. Just like me and my porn addiction. That's why you feel so lonely. I said shut up! Boom. Nani? How can someone like you understand me? You say I love humans? To the fucking face. Oh shit. And that all I want is to be loved? And that a bit about me still being and that bit about me still being capable of love? You certainly got away with words. You should have gone to poetry, not the military. The only thing is, you don't have the perspicity required for a poet. Dorothy points her gun at me. Tell me, while you people hid yourselves in the ark we created, living a peaceful and carefree existence, we've been up on the surface fighting for our lives. You think rapture is all that we can kill? I hope so. Think again. We're not like the Nikkes inside the ark. Nikkes from Eden can kill humans whenever they wish. Oh shit. Finally, you shut your trap. Let's keep it that way. Don't try and comment on things you couldn't possibly understand. Don't worry, I do it all the time. I don't need some bargain bin guardian angel. Having said that, you are still of some use to me, so I won't ditch you for now. Dorothy lowers her weapon. I've notified Isabel. She'll come to pick you up shortly. Go back to Eton with her. I no longer wish to be in your presence. Dud. Dorothy drops the flowers on the ground and leaves. Damn. I gaze at the flower blankly. Later, Isabel arrives, just as Dorothy said she would. And then my cheeks got clapped. And then I clapped her cheeks. Alright, so we're going to go and call it off for right there, just for now. Again, like I said before, it's mostly because because the little editor the editor that I use for some reason, if the video is too long, man, it just won't process. So I'm going to try to keep this downwards. Because this one's already a pretty long video. I think I'm reaching like 27 minutes or something like that. But overall, I mean, yeah, so far, this has been really good. Again, this is a very good Bond story. I really do love it. Dorothy's a very good character, but I'll talk more about that when I get my final thoughts at the end of it. But for right now, just to reiterate, like the video, say nothing in the comments or tell me what you like about Dorothy, and subscribe because it makes your butt cheeks look a lot more shinier. And yeah, man, so thanks for watching. Nut.